There's a feeling that stirs deep within, a pit in your stomach that whispers adventure is calling. Every mile promises the unknown, the thrill of discovery, and what's to come lies beyond every horizon. Today's journey, though, is special. Today, I embark upon an adventure like I've never done before. The distance is long, and the stakes are high, but in the journey lies the reward. What is this journey, you may ask? We are following America's longest off-road race route, best in the desert's fame, Vegas to Reno. 500 grueling miles of dust, rocks, and glory through the Nevada desert and some of the most remote areas of the Wild West. We will be running this route in reverse, starting just outside of Dayton, Nevada at the original race route's finish line, before running the 519 miles of desert, mountains, washes, and dunes to the start of the race route located at the abandoned airstrip in Amargosa Valley. There will be challenges along the way, both natural and man-made. I have set up a series of daily challenges for our group. Whoever wins gets a prize, but for the loser, well, you will see.
So I don't know if you've ever camped at a gas station, but last night, we were tired. It was a long day. We'd woken up early to make the trek out to the trailhead. So we got to the Middlegate gas station. We're getting gas, saw they had a restaurant and a bar, and we're like, let's get some food. So while we're getting some food, I talk to them, and I see a lot of people camping here, and I'm like, hey, do you know a good place to camp? And they said, yeah, camp here. Oh, sweet. So I don't know if you've ever camped at a gas station before, but if you're doing this route, Middlegate gas station, the only gas in the area, you're gonna have to use it regardless. 30 miles out of the way, but you have beautiful views in the morning, and you can camp here. It's not a glorified campsite, you know, there's a generator running over there that you hear. There's RVs parked, there's people's abandoned cars around, but it's safe, it's quiet, nobody bothers you. They have gas, they have breakfast and coffee in the morning. So that was a welcome surprise. We're enjoying that right now. But we woke up super cold. Everything is frozen. Yeah, it's probably in the 20s last night. Today is the longer trek. We're going to be going 205 miles. We're going to be using our extra gas. And we'll see how that goes. 30 miles are on pavement, thankfully. 170 are going to be dirt. And we're going to be going to Tonopah, where the next gas and rest stop is. It's pretty windy in Tonopah right now, although a little bit warmer. So we'll see once we get there how we feel about camping versus hotel. It just depends on the mood of the group. And unfortunately, we had the F-150 with David had to back out last night. Their tent broke. Their air filter wouldn't stop coming off. They already had one flat tire, no spare left. And so they were just like, without a tent, the next 2 nights in this freezing temperatures, it's not going to be fun. So they elected to leave, and since they're close to the freeway, which is probably the best decision they could have made for that time, but it is unfortunate. All right, I'm going to get some coffee and put my eyes on. So we left the Middlegate gas station with our eyes set on Tonopah for the day. 205 miles of off-roading. And you'll notice the alien waving hello on the top of my Bronco. That is the punishment from our challenge from yesterday. So yeah, I've got to have that on my Bronco for, well, as long as it'll last. So we'll see how that is. After about 30 miles on the main road coming back from the gas station, we re-entered the town of Gabbs, which is right on the edge of where we had our challenge from yesterday's adventure. It's a small town. I saw one dude there, super friendly, was waving like his life depended on it, saying hello to us. Pretty cool dude. We kept on trekking, made it through the town. Only guy we ever saw there. No gas is in the town of Gabs, so keep that in mind.
To the table. Stay strong. Stay strong. To the table. To the table. Ain't easy, I can tell. Gotta stay strong. Stay strong. To the table. Stay strong. Stay strong. Ain't easy, I can tell. Gotta stay strong. Stay strong.
We're making freaking great time now. The roads open up. The only thing you gotta watch out for as you're going through this section after Gabs onto Tonopah is they have a lot of dips and it's really brushy, so it's kind of hard to see with different shades of dirt. When you come over the dip, a lot of them have cuts in them from the water runoff and they can be pretty freaking jarring, as we found out. So we've toned down our speed just a little bit to be on the cautious side, and we're just keeping a nice easy 35-45 miles an hour through this section. But we found a little mine, so we're gonna take a little peek real quick and see if there's aliens. But it's gorgeous out here. So many photos. All the photos. Hello? Oh, that goes back. Once leaving the mine shaft, we started making some really good time, going through some pebbly washes. There was a lot less sand here, better visibility, and we were able to maintain a much higher speed. And then we came across some interesting stuff. Every once in a while we'll crisscross with the freeway, but we discovered you can actually drive underneath the freeway. So check this out. So I found a cool little camp spot. I have it marked on our maps, and it's a little windy. There's some snow on the ground. We're gonna eat lunch. It's 12:30. We've covered around 70-80 miles of today's route, and it's been pretty easy. So quick lunch, half hour, hit the road around 1. See you then. As we left our campsite, we slowly started making our way through a small mountain range just outside of another small town somewhere in the middle of Nevada. I'll drop the coordinates on this window right here. And we passed some cows. BLM does have a lot of free ranges. You're going to come across a lot of cows, a lot of horses, and a lot of gates. Just make sure you leave the gates as you found them, whether that's open or closed, unless signage is posted otherwise. After going through that small mountain range, we went out to some straightaways, nothing too crazy, nothing too dusty, which was nice, change of pace. But then you climb up into the next mountain range where you reach about 8,000 feet above sea level. Pretty cool. It got pretty nippy at this point. And then after this, you're going to drop down, starting to head towards Tonopah, where it's going to get a lot more silty and a lot dustier. I also want to give a little forewarning here, guys. You're going to hear a lot of this noise throughout the rest of this trip. That's because rocks get stuck in your calipers when you go this fast. So we made it to the Tonopah sand dunes, which are these incredibly tall sand dunes in the middle of or right next to a basin on a mountain range. We're going to do our second challenge here. This is going to be the more interesting, fun one. And behind us, we have this massive solar field with mirrors angling all the sunlight up into this tower. You can see, I don't know if it's on camera, but in person you can see the light beams shooting up and hitting the middle tower, and we're having a hard time deciphering if the tower's brighter than the sun or vice versa. But this place is cool. We're gonna mess around, have some fun. It's not even 4 o'clock, so we're making great time. Tonopah is like 10 miles that way, so yeah, let's get to it. All right, this is gonna be the second challenge. This is going to be trust your spotter. The driver on one team has to navigate through the slalom, make it through the cones, go up next to one cone, park next to it, and then back up in reverse into a specified spot. It is on a timer, and he has his spotter navigating him. The catch is our drivers are going to be blindfolded. Randy's first up. He's going to put his blindfold on, and then when Chris is ready, we're going to get started.
Yeah, keep going. You missed it. Keep going. Just keep going. Passenger? Keep the time. Yeah, passenger.
So we have Randy going first with Mike, and well, the Raptor's definitely showing its girth on this particular challenge. It's not turning very well, and as you can also hear, he's got some rocks in his calipers too. But he got through just fine. Got some drone shots too, but honestly, I realized I did not set my exposure right on my camera, so a lot of the footage is blown out, and what you can see is just a lot of squealing. So enjoy what I did get, and we'll get to the results at the end. All right, well, first team got a total score of 4 minutes, 16 seconds. That includes a 20-second penalty, 10 seconds per cone. They hit 2 cones. Now it's team 2's turn. Now, I don't know if I can take credit for this or not, but with the particular challenges we do have on this trip, I actually matched the teams pretty well. Some of the challenges have required speed and agility, and ones, as you see now, require tight maneuvering, while at the same time being able to listen and trust your spotter, and also know how to give instructions clearly to your blindfolded teammate who's driving their vehicle. In this type of situation, a good spotter and communication helps a lot, but also a short wheelbase. And I'm pretty sure this two-door Bronco, well, he's got the edge in this one over the Raptor. But in the previous challenge, obviously the Raptor had the edge, and they took the win in the first one.
203 plus 10 seconds, 213.
So with the F-150 out of the equation now, we had to change the teams up a little bit. I was now no longer in the running. I was just moderating the challenges. But that guy still wanted me to go for it anyway. So I went along with my passenger as my spotter, and I totally lost. But here's a good in-car camera video so you can see the challenges of, well, driving blind through an obstacle course, trusting your spotter the whole way. It's interesting.
good. You're good. You're good.
Where am I?
You're right where you are.
Okay.
Keep going. Hard driver now. Okay, stop. Hard passenger reverse. Go. Good. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Stop. Driver. Forward. Okay, hard passenger. Okay, stop. Hard driver, reverse.
What?
Hard.
Come on.
Stop.
All right, so we made it to Tonopah. We got some gas. We actually never used any of our gas cans, so kind of a bummer. I wanted to do that. That's all right. It's getting cold. It's windy. We're gonna go find camp real quick outside of town and make it snappy and set up before it gets dark. So see ya. So we made it to camp. We found this little spot, this little divot in the ground with the campsite. The hill is kind of blocking the wind a little bit. It's not that bad though. Watching the sun go down. Hopefully we get some stars coming out. We're just like 2 miles outside of Tonopah. Very interesting town. And then tomorrow, the final stretch to Beatty, and then on to Armagosa, through the dunes, and out the other end. And that'll be a wrap. So hopefully tomorrow goes smooth. We'll see. But I will catch you on the other side.